guys probably just watched that intro of me flailing around with my little brother recording me and are thinking to yourself, what the damn hell am I watching, Ron? A lot of you guys here are new. Probably 90 to 95% of the people watching this video are going to be new to the channel. This is my favorite series we do here. The whole idea is that we go undercover into a Reddit Dynasty League, like $50 buy-in, and we document the startup draft, the rookie draft, every trade I make, kind of what the plans are for the team, and I document that in a video series on the channel. It's been one of my favorite videos to make so far, and we've done 2 episodes now. We did the startup draft, we did the rookie draft. Today, we're going to do a nice primer for, the 2021 season where we recap what we did in the offseason, the moves we made. Let's just show you what the team looked like the last time you guys saw it. This league, like I said, $50 buy-in. It's a 12-teamer super flex, 1.5 tight end premium, a pretty vanilla setup for a nice dynasty league. And our key pieces, we're not going to go over every single player on like a 30-man team, but our key pieces are Tua and Justin Fields, 2 nice young quarterbacks. We're so lucky we got Justin Fields to fall to us at the 107. He's been tearing it up in the preseason. I personally have him as my 102. Beautiful pick there. Then we have Mixon and Antonio Gibson at running back. 2 guys that I'm cool with holding on to, but in this kind of build where this is kind of a productive struggle type setup, I'm trying to have as the least amount of fragility at running back as possible. So we are going to be looking to trim some of that. And then at wide receiver, we have Julio, OBJ, Robert Woods, Shenault, Ayuk, Corey Davis, Antonio Brown, Terrace Marshall, Rondale Moore, and Diami Brown. So a nice mix of young and old guys. And then at tight end, we have Gerald Everett, OJ Howard, and we have 4 2022 firsts and 1 2023 firsts. On paper, when you guys look at this team, for me, what I felt in the offseason is this is kind of a tweener. It's halfway between trying to, stay relevant in 2021 and halfway between punting 2021 with our first round picks and our youth. And my biggest philosophy is that I think that your team should be in one of 2 modes. You should either have almost no first round picks and you should be going all in on the season in front of you, or you should have a ton of first round picks, a depleted roster, and trying to get last place for that first overall pick. It should be one or the other. I'm not big into, half sending it and like this balanced approach of dynasty because I don't want to be stuck in purgatory. I don't want to be like the Charlotte Hornets of my league. I don't want to be, 8th seed, 7th seed, and just hover around there for eternity. Let's, we either kick it into high gear or we fall back and wait for our time to, pounce on that championship. And I settled with trying to, tank instead of contend because I don't think that Tua and Fields are strong enough for a contending team. I don't think guys like Woods, Julio, OBJ at the top, guys that clearly aren't productive struggle pieces. OBJ and Antonio Brown, the market's sleeping on them. I'm not going to sell a player just because my team is in a certain spot. If on my ranks, OBJ is like wide receiver 30 and on keep trade cut and, the market value has him at like wide receiver 41, I'm not selling him, especially, veterans that their value will boost in season if they actually perform the way that I think that they will. So we held off on trading those guys. Now let's actually get into the moves that we made. In our first deal, we sent Julio Jones and Joe Mixon for 2 firsts and Tony Pollard. And the reason why we moved on from Julio and Mixon is because, like I said, they don't really line up with our championship window as elite producers down the line. And Julio is someone that I really wanted to get away from because his value only declines. As even he could go out there and have a top 12 season, just having another year onto his age. The more miles that Julio puts on, the more his value decreases. So if you're in a productive struggle team and you can turn Julio's value into a rookie pick, especially a future one where that rookie pick is now only going to increase from the time where you buy it, that's a good way to store your value moving forward. So also starting to think about everything we've talked about this offseason in terms of running back fragility and the things we've learned about, zero running back and hero running back and not wanting to have, too much fragility at the running back position. And I think if you're not trying to contend, you need to be turning your value away from your running backs on these productive struggle teams. I used to have a team beginning of the offseason where it was a productive struggle, it was a tanking team, and a lot of the value was in the running backs. I had Clyde Edwards-Helaire, J.K. Dobbins, Joe Mixon, Cam Akers, and Travis Etienne. I luckily got to trade J.K. Dobbins before he got hurt, but I had to eat the Cam Akers and Etienne injuries, and I really think that if you're not a contending team, you need to store that value elsewhere. Obviously, wide receivers can get hurt too, but it just seems like it happens more often to the running backs, and I'd rather store my value in young wide receivers because they have longer shelf life, and then also rookie picks because those, a rookie pick can't tear their ACL. A rookie pick is only going to climb in value until you're on the clock. So you want to take, if you're not ready to win right now, your value needs to be out of the running back position and in rookie picks and in wide receivers from my point of view, at least. And I don't mind holding on to like one running back when I'm doing productive struggles. I don't mind the hero RB type build where, I'll take a shot. Like on this team, we took a shot on Antonio Gibson. And that's because I think that he is a guy you should be holding on to dear life, regardless of where you're at on your team. We just don't need 4 Antonio Gibsons. There's no reason to have that many. You don't need Antonio Gibson and CEH and J.K. Dobbins and getting all the 2020 running backs. You just need 1 or 2. And with Gibson, he's a guy I think that could take that leap into the CMC, Saquon, JT tier. I truly do believe that deep down inside. If you don't, I'm sure you have a guy out there you believe could make that jump. Whether that's, Clyde Edwards-Helaire for you, whether that's, I don't know, we're getting thin now that ETN, Dobbins, Akers all went down, but maybe, Najee Harris is that guy for you. I don't mind picking that guy and having him at the top of your running back room. Now, to just kind of round out what we did in this deal, we get 2 firsts, which is huge for our direction. We only had 5 firsts before we made any trades. Now we have 7. We have another one in 2023, so that's perfect. We want to stack up those 2023 picks with, Bijan Robinson coming in and Jamar Gibbs and Tank Bigsby. That class is going to be insane. It is going to be up there with the 2020 class. And we get Pollard as a nice little throw on top as, a nice lottery ticket. If Zeke goes down, Pollard is instantly, about a first round value, and he'd be a top 12 running back in Dynasty. And then we made our second deal at the end of July, and this one didn't have as much to do with like direction of the team and wanting to tank. There was a certain point in the offseason where Tua's price was insane. Like I was just seeing in startups him go as like the QB 12, the QB 13, and I had him around QB 18. So, I poked around to see if I could get anyone to pay that price. And according to Keep Trade Cut, we sold Tua for the price of the QB 13. And we got to offload Tua, Robert Woods, and David Johnson for T. Higgins and a 2023 first. Now, Robert Woods and David Johnson don't match up with our championship window at all. Robert Woods is about to be, 29, 30. David Johnson actually had a little bit more value than he does now because in the preseason, we saw Phillip Lindsay outtouch him. Back then, he was looked at as like a fringe RB2. So we got to offload that from our team. We get to get T. Higgins in return, a guy that I think could make that jump up to, the A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf, Justin Jefferson tier. He gives us a lot of upside, and then we also get another 2023 pick. Now we have 3 2023 picks. We can trade back in 2022, get more of those 2023 picks, but now we have a lot of ammunition with 8 total first-round picks where we have a lot of, assets to move around. It gives us a lot of flexibility, and we can have a lot of fun down the line, whether that means we can keep trading back and getting more value and pushing that forward, or, there is a world where, T. Higgins, Ayuk, Antonio Brown, OBJ are like top 12 wide receivers through, 3, 4, 5 weeks, and all of a sudden, maybe we have our 5 firsts in 2022. We move a couple things around and we get ourselves in contending position. It gives us a lot of ammo to do whatever we want with, which then brings us to the team that we're looking at right now. I love our young core of Justin Fields, Antonio Gibson, Ayuk, Shenault, Higgins, Rondale Moore, Terrace Marshall, Diami Brown, along with our 8 first-round picks. Now, essentially, the goal is here. Like, the reason why we don't have another quarterback on the roster that is of significance is because we want to tank. We want to be starting wide receivers and running backs in that super flex position so we can get that 101. Because if we can assure, lock in that one of these rookie picks are going to be the 101, that spikes our team's value that much more. With guys like Antonio Brown, OBJ, and Corey Davis, we're going to keep tabs on those guys because, like I said, I'm higher than consensus on all of them, and I'm not selling low. If any of them start to perform or look good, we'll start making some moves because we can turn maybe Antonio Brown, OBJ, and Corey Davis into 2 firsts, and then we have 10 firsts going forward in 2022 and 2023, and then we can just build this crazy, I think Mike Lou calls it, the Iron Bank, where we just have an overwhelming amount of value that we can just keep pushing forward and, just pulling from and pushing forward and just, kind of like an infinite trade value glitch type situation going on here. So I think the move is that we're going to be tanking in 2021 and we're going to be looking to win as early as 2022. I'll make another update here if, we change anything drastic, we make a couple trades in season. I think I'm going to be looking to make, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades in season, really play the market a little bit here. But I love the way that this team is looking right now. It has a lot of the guys that I love, a lot of the guys that, I've been hyping up all offseason, guys that I think are going to increase value this season. We also have a bunch of first-round picks. This is the dream scenario that I would have in a, win later, productive struggle type team. And this team is stacked according to Dynasty Ranker. Right now, we have the best team by like 2,000 points. Like, our team is easily the best. And we're also protected from a lot of those injuries with our first round picks, storing them in our rookie picks and not in the rest of our team. So I feel really good about this team, and it's just a matter of time until we just pick our spots when to cash in these picks. And that's going to be the video. Let me know down below if you guys have any suggestions of, you know, trades we should be making, anything we should be looking to do in season. Also, let me know how you guys feel about the team so far. I'm very happy with it. This is very much a team that I would be building, you know, even if I wasn't documenting this here. These are what a lot of my teams look like if I'm not trying to win right out of the gate in a Dynasty startup. And now I want to say this is a Dynasty video. We're probably not going to be doing too many of these in season, besides maybe a crazy ambassador here and there. Maybe, you know, I don't know. We'll pick our spots, but definitely look forward to that in the offseason, where we're going to be really getting into depth on Dynasty fantasy football. And for all you guys out there that are new watching this video, you made it to the end, man. I appreciate you sticking around. I appreciate you subscribing, leaving a like, because we're at like 4.75K right now. We have opening day is about to happen. It's Thursday where I'm at in the week, in the timeline, I guess. And I just wanted to say thank you guys for, you know, just absolutely blowing up the channel. Me and Husimo were talking behind closed doors maybe like 2 months ago, maybe even like a month ago. We're saying like 2.5K by week 1 would be sick. But now we're sitting here like 4.75K. We did say like a couple weeks ago, like 5K for week 1 would be sick. But it's gotten to the point where you guys have just shown so much love. Like, I'm not really someone that cares that much about numbers, and I just really care about like how dope you guys are, you know, how engaged you guys are in the Discord, and you guys really ride for me. And that's really all I care about. You know, the numbers that we've seen, it hasn't really even like registered for me yet, because I'm not really a big numbers person to begin with. You can ask Husimo. Like, Husimo keeps asking me like bro, like are you not like hyped? Like, why are you not like celebrating? Like it's really cool. But like, I'm as happy as I was now as we were at like 800 subscribers, because you guys have just been the coolest, and, you know, interacting in the community. And that's really more what I care about than just like a number underneath like my stupid cartoon picture on the top of my channel. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, you know, we're about to, I think this video is going to drop Saturday. So tomorrow we're going to have football, you know, full Sunday football. We're going to be live streaming Saturday and Sundays, and I'm going to be trying to live stream any other spots that I can fit in this season to, you know, answer start sit questions, waiver wire questions, just hang out with you guys and kind of, you know, become a part of the community, because there's honestly so much about me that you guys don't really even know yet. And I've been, you know, talking to you guys, making videos for the past year for you guys. But yeah, I guess this, you know, this crazy ambassador video just kind of puts a bow on the offseason. And it was easily better than our first offseason, where I was making videos on my iPhone downstairs in the basement over at my old house, talking, you know, the goal back then was 100 subscribers by week 1, and we hit it, and that was dope. But we're so much, like, the content has gotten so much better a year later, and I can't wait to see, you know, I look back on those videos and it's like, man, like, those were garbage. I can't wait to look back on these videos that I feel really good about right now and be like, man, like, that was trash. Like, what we're doing right now, those videos can't touch this. And that's kind of like what I'm most excited about, is just giving you guys the best possible content. What else was I going to say? But yeah, I lost my train of thought. I think content's going to get a lot better. I think everything that you guys have, you know, shown support has been insane, man. And I'm just going to keep grinding out content for you guys. It's a great offseason. I love you guys. This offseason has been crazier than, you know, my wildest projections, my wildest dreams. So I owe it all to you guys. And that's going to do it for us today, man. So if you made it this far, leave a like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when we post. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. These big ass backwoods killing my lawn. Might kill my mama for having her son. Don't compare me to Biggie, he was fat, ugly. My rap's better than Pac without the rape case. Walking that bitch like everybody face. With this fifth of Henny smashed on your face. That Slither man need to get off them drugs. Move in your neighborhood, distribute drugs. I'm not the reason Auntie do drugs. He stole a PlayStation, so fuck her. Trap house got 12 PlayStations. Christmas time bought 33 Wii's. Auntie at the door with her son 13. I think I got a niece that can fit these. Real dope boy in $50 jeans. New pair of socks, my feet smell clean.